Hey there, guys. Today we will be looking at Pretty Things. This is their beer baby tree. Actually, didn't know the name of it. This is their quad. Comes in at 9% alcohol by volume. And Pretty Things is a beer that, or beer, excuse me, brewery doesn't exist anymore. These guys were out of Westport, Massachusetts, and they closed down a bit ago. So they no longer exist, but we'll be checking one of them out. I think this may be one of the first, if not the first, Pretty Thing beers that I have.
You can see that date.
The date, yeah. So this is the 2011 vintage. 2017. This guy is 6 years old. June 2011, so over 6 years old. So pretty excited. Quads age pretty well, so let's check it out. Let's do it with the tape on there. Microsoft.
Oh, it's a keyring one, dude. We got it for free.
You left it on. Doesn't matter.
These things are going to be currency one day, Tim. You don't know.
Bottle caps will be currency.
They
You
will.
heard it first. I'll check it out.
They probably already know.
Yeah, sorry, a little bit of
Some
water.
people have played Fallout. Oh, dear word. Well, stay carbonated.
Of course. Oh, I can smell it from here. It smells fantastic.
Okay. Well, at least it won't be like that one quad that we had. Or was that a triple?
I don't think we've ever had a triple together.
The Sam Adams.
Oh, the triple Bach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, looks the part. Nice, deep caramel burgundy type hue to it. Kind of that off-white coffee creamer type sort of head. Nice and foamy for the head. So let's check it out.
Sort of acidic.
I see that acidity, kind of like
Soapy.
almost like a dark cherry type acidity to it, but very light for me. I'm getting really a lot of fig, prune, dates, those dark kind of dried fruits.
A little boozy. Just the
Only a
hint.
hint, but no, I barely get it. I mean, 9% doesn't really show as much.
No. But it's more on the.
Oh man, it smells
More on
fantastic.
the yeah, I can smell those cherries.
I'm getting some nice lots of dark fruit, some toffee, caramel. It smells really rich and fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's pretty smooth.
Always with vintages, you kind of wonder what it tasted like,
Fresh.
and then like 2 years down the road or a year at least, because it feels like anything that might have been like really. Because I feel like something should have been really strong about this.
Well, I mean, it's had 6 years to kind of mellow
Right.
out. I'm still getting a lot of flavor off the beer. I mean, I'm getting a lot of the same dark fruits. I think less cherry on the taste for me, but more fig, date, prune, that kind of thing. Toffee, caramel. It does have kind of a slight lingering bitterness. It sort of balances out the sweetness for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the sweetness is pretty on point, and the flavors too.
Mhm.
The carbonation I think is spot on. Kind of a softer carbonation. Maybe that kind of helped out after 6
Mhm.
years or so. I don't know.
It's weird that you don't get any acidity though, especially from the smell.
No, there's no acidity really to the beer. I mean, maybe just a tiny hint, but it's not tart or sour or anything
No,
like that.
but I mean you can smell it like, for sure you can smell it like that, sort of plain.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're getting at. It does have similar characteristics to maybe like a tart dark cherry or like a very mild Ode Bruin, which is a sour brown ale. I mean, because I get a lot of the same aromas as far as that kind of brown sugar, dark fruit, caramel, toffee, but with a very slight touch of acidity, but not a whole lot. Of course, it doesn't come out in the taste. The taste is pretty, I would say, not cloyingly sweet, but sweet up front to the mid palate, and then it dries out pretty well in the finish, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say cloying at all.
Yeah, no. Pretty easy drinking. I think it's a pretty solid quad, honestly. I don't think it's quite like the Belgian level stuff with like Rochefort 12 or Rochefort 10, excuse me, Westvleteren 12. Not quite that level, but really solid for an American offering for a quad, especially at 6 years out. I think it's really easy to drink. Probably the most drinkable all night that we've had,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. But um, I think
those other two took some time.
yeah, those were sippers. I like this guy a lot, actually. I'm gonna go. I think I'm just slightly under a 4.25, maybe somewhere around a 4.2, but I think I'm gonna round up to 4.25 for me.
I'm about that. Mm-hmm.
It's really drinkable. I can't find anything wrong with the beer.
Nothing.
It's
really good.
I mean, for that, it's what I gotta say. 6 years out, drinking pretty solid, cool. Pretty Things obviously had a good operation going. I know they kind of.
I like this sticker.
Yeah, with the little flowers.
Mm-hmm. You don't see that.
They shut down the doors. I think they were just I looked at the website at one point. I think it was just kind of they went on their own ways and stuff and sort of closed down the project. But it's a baby tree, inspired by the great monastic quads of Belgium. Inspired by a real tree on a farm in Yorkshire where dolls ride in a pear tree all day long.
That sounds creepy.
That does sound creepy. Pretty Things about fun and frolics. We hope you enjoyed this beer.
While frolicking.
I don't know. It's a guy and his wife, and husband and wife, and we brew our beers together.
They like Pretty Things.
Yeah. So I know these guys had a lot of.
Oh, dude, they have dolls in that tree.
Yeah, they do. Have a tree. And these guys had a pretty big following, and the beer's good, and I think that they seem pretty down to earth and pretty interesting, and I think that's probably what helped a lot of that too. It's just they're a bit unique. So awesome stuff. Pretty Things, 4.25 for me.
4.25.
Yep, that's the same for you. So it's pretty much it. So as always, cheers. Catch you guys later.